What's happening, folks? Deco, Project Vegan. You see what it is? You see what time it is? Now, I feel better than I did yesterday. Right now, it's August 24th at what, 10:15 p.m.? No, it's 10:07 p.m., 22:07. So, I feel a little better than I did yesterday, but I'm still not that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel better than I did yesterday. So we here to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? We here to really do this today. You know, I didn't want to miss today. It's Monday. I didn't want to miss today. You know? And technically, I didn't miss today. Because here I am at 10 p.m. Planned on coming a little earlier, but not gonna lie to y'all. Took a nap. I did most of the work due tomorrow night is already done. So I really don't gotta harp on that. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, I got one 12-question exam and one essay due tomorrow. I'm gonna do that tonight. Gotta go to school tomorrow. Gotta be physically at the campus tomorrow, so do that. And then tomorrow night, I plan on doing another video. And then after that, you know, I'm probably not gonna do nothing Wednesday, and then, you know, be back at it Thursday morning or Thursday night. I'm not sure yet. I hadn't decided. Yeah, you see the beard growing again. I'm a cut on it. I don't know. Might let it grow some. Might cut on it. Anyway, that's enough waffling. Cause I know what I want to talk about already. You know, give some of y'all a refresher about the MGTOW philosophy. You know, explain it to you. Explain my journey within it. And, you know, this will kind of be a MGTOW Monday a little bit with an exercise video. I'm not saying I'm going to bring that back, but I'm not abandoning the philosophy. No time in the foreseeable future. So, here we are. We'll talk about that when we get upstairs. 16 pounds, by the way. Not going hard. There we go. Okay. Feel it. Feel the heartbeat. You know? It's like it's supposed to feel. That's what's supposed to happen. No sweat. No, literally. Literally. No sweat. So, the 16 then got light. My body used to it. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow night, just to kind of stay in motion, you know? Oh man. Yeah, take it all the way over here, chop it up with y'all. Did somebody put the, hold on a second, somebody mess with the tires, boy. Hold on, zoom in on that before I get there. Yeah, who did that? I ain't do that. Y'all saw me up, y'all got the footage of me up here yesterday. Somebody else came up here and did that. That wasn't me. And they got cameras right here too. That'll show you. I'm gonna see if I can keep that out of the background. All right. Is there any sweat? Little bit of sweat on the back. Really no sweat in the front. Yeah. And then and even with walking here, I'm pretty sure if I'd have went up the stairs yesterday morning when I came, I'm pretty sure if I'd have went up the stairs, I'd have definitely been like, nah, I ain't doing it today. I'd have probably missed today if I'd have went up the stairs the second time instead of doing the incline. Some days you just got to take a light. I'm gonna come back up the stairs one more time. I might see if I can jog up the stairs off camera. But I want to do that off camera. I'll let you know in the description what I do. Anyway, back to the MGTOW philosophy. Now, I said yesterday, I'll give you a video talking about the MGTOW philosophy. I do want to talk about my journey within the MGTOW philosophy thus far, these past 6 years, roughly. How I came to, kind of how I came to discover it and who I came to watch first, and, kind of my journey to MGTOW Monday Season 1. That was way back in 2021. Jesus, to say that. Okay. Now, back in 2020. Oh, should I say my journey first? No, before I say my personal journey, I gotta tell y'all what the core tenets are, give you the white paper, more or less, and you know what I'm saying, and tell you how I came. Oh my goodness! Oh, the wind and blew the phone down. Okay. No, I gotta give you the core tenets, the white paper, and then my part of it in my life. Is this gonna keep happening, man? All right. So, the MGTOW core tenet, and the breakdown of the acronyms as I've come to know them. Now, when I first started watching MGTOW's content and started taking it to heart and listening to it for real, I only knew of one part of the acronym, men going their own way. Which to me it does kind of evolve. Like in my personal journey, I've evolved in it, and I'll break down how I've evolved in it, and like the other three acronyms besides the original. Core tenets are no marriage, no cohabitation, no children if you don't already have any, which basically means no single mothers. And don't get no woman pregnant. That's the core tenets. Like, if you're following those, you're pretty much living a MGTOW. You're pretty much living a MGTOW lifestyle. If you follow those three, as a man. Women, this does not apply to you. This does not apply to you. The white paper. There's 5 levels of MGTOW, and I see myself as a level 3 MGTOW, personally. Now, let me tell you, well, actually there's 6 levels. Level 0, which might be a purple pillar or somebody still blue pilled out there that still believes that, you know what I'm saying? Your trad cucks, your trad thoughts, those individuals. The ones that still think marriage is something to behold, and the circumstances around it nowadays don't matter. Like, those are your level 0s. Oh yeah, and your liberal simpy men. Those fools too. Now, that's your level 0s. Do not have them, try not to have them in your circle. Your level 1s. Your level 1 MGTOWs are men who still believe in relationships, but they got strict guidelines on the women, on the woman, or on the woman that they deal with as far as long-term relationships go. They still believe in long-term relationships, but they follow the 3 core tenets as mentioned a couple minutes ago. And they do their thing, and it's like, it's mutual monogamy, but it's like, hold up a second, let me do it like that. It's mutual monogamy, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, there's a boundary here. There's a boundary. There's a standard of preference, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a boundary, a standard of preference, and this is just how I'm living. You don't like it. You don't like it. You already got your own spot. No need to jam up mine. So that's a level 1 MGTOW. Level 2 MGTOW. I think I said it in my 2021 video when I talked about it. I've lived the level 2 MGTOW life, where, like, basically women ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, your contact with most women are limited to sex, and it does not go beyond that. You know what I'm saying? They kind of pseudo PUA type dudes. And I think I said this in my 2021 video, and I stand by this opinion. That type of lifestyle, if you can do that, it's cool. But like, for me, it's spiritually draining. It's fun. It's equal parts fun, but it's spiritually draining. I think I said something else. And it's spiritually draining and emotionally unsatisfying. Like like you do that enough, and it's like, my nigga, it's more to life than this, even if it don't include women. Like, I kind of lived like that before I even knew what MGTOW was, and even throughout parts of my MGTOW journey, I have lived like that briefly, and it's like, it's more to life than this, Then then there's level 3 MGTOW. Level 3s do not have women as sexual partners or romantic interests. None of that. Level 3 MGTOW are, they, they strictly keep women as either friends or business associates, things of that nature. It's not like for the most part, it's strictly objective or professional with a level 3 MGTOW. And for the most part, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, like, in the MGTOW philosophy, me being absent in almost 15 months. Like, that's really where I'm at. For real. And I do like this, you know what I'm saying? I do like this space, this mindset. I do like it. It's there, would I like to potentially go back to level 1 MGTOW? Yes. It's because level 2 is just too unfulfilling and spiritually draining. So that's that's your level 3. Your level 4 MGTOW. This is where you start to, like, really, like, I didn't fully understand this back in 2021, but level 4 MGTOW, they like, more or less, they contribute as little to society as they can. And I understand it. I didn't fully understand. I couldn't fully ascertain that back then, but I do now. Level 4 MGTOW are like, they contribute to society as little as possible. They're for the most part fed up with it. They say, you know what I'm saying? They saying screw it, and I'm done with it, which I understand so much better 5 years later, after, after looking real good at the white paper. And then there's your level, and then speaking of the number 5, there's your level 5 MGTOW. They, like, don't contribute to society at all. They damn near on their Ted Kaczynski type, you know what I'm saying? They almost on that Ted Kaczynski-esque type note. But, like, when I say Ted Kaczynski, I don't mean, like, you know what I'm saying, the bad shit. I mean, like, being off in a remote location, like, yo, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. I don't want nothing to do with this corrupt government. Like, I was just born here. Let me live in peace away from everything and everybody else. That is a level 5 MGTOW. You know what I'm saying? They like live off the land and all that, like real nigga shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like real, like probably damn near mountain man shit. I don't know. But, you know, and I understand. I don't think I could be a level 5. Like, shout to you niggas that do it. But me personally, man, I don't see that for myself. And the level 4s, I could probably do level 4 for a little bit, but it's like, Level 3, I do like the space. I like the space of being a level 3 MGTOW. Now, let's break down the acronyms as I've come to understand them over the last 4 or 5 years. If you hear on my Facebook page, you see, if you look at my previous cover photos, I believe, one of them says, MGTOW, men gaining their own wisdom. To me, that's like the final stage. Like, the first stage of it is men going their own way. Like, you learn that, you know, that things that you learn about female nature and circumstances surrounding women. So you tend to move a little bit more carefully, dare I say a little bit more risk averse. And then there's men guard, and it kind of just goes into men guarding their own wallets. That's the second acronym. Men guarding their own wallets. So once you get, you know what I'm saying, you kind of naturally flow into that. You know what I'm saying? Now, once you start, you know what I'm saying? Once you start like really learning about how messed up society is right now, just how screwed we are, just, you know what I'm saying? Once you start learning about that, then you like, you know, it goes into men getting tired of women, which is where, you know what I'm saying, which is where quite a few men are. But at this point, I'm like, you know, I've seen almost every red pill MGTOW content creator or MGTOW adjacent content creator. I've seen quite a few of them over the last half dozen years. And I'll be honest, like it's some of them I watch on the regular, but you know, but like to me, it really has become men gain their own wisdom, you know, not just as a belief, but as a, you know what I'm saying, but in practice, you know, and I can't believe it took me this long, you know, like I said, being sober almost, you know, it took me almost 11 years of being sober to accept I gotta live life on life terms, and you know, that's a part of men gaining, that's part of being a man gaining his own wisdom. And, you know, that's really where I'm at with it. I'm about to toss this tire. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I think that's about all I got to say regarding the MGTOW philosophy. Oh, my personal. Yeah, I kind of just gave that away just now. I kind of just talked about that. You know, I could, my Mount Rushmore of MGTOW. That's what I could do. But the main person that put me onto it, it was 2020, July, and it was y'all might know him better. Some people might know him better as Lonnie Spence, Young Men's Daily Red Pill. He was talking about the Jada Pinkett situation. And he was, I think I went down a rabbit hole of a few of his videos, and that's who put me on the Sandman. And like from 2020 to like 2022, like I watched a lot of Sandman. Sandman, by the way, is on my Mount Rushmore of MGTOW, especially MGTOW 2.0. For MGTOW 2.0, you got Sandman, Hammerhand, the MGTOW monk. Funnily enough, both of them are on monk mode. TFM, Turfling Monkey, he's on monk mode too. And Lion of MGTOW. Lion of MGTOW's on monk mode too. Okay, so those are my four MGTOW content creators. That's my Mount Rushmore. Like, you listen to them four, you will not go wrong. You will not go wrong as far as MGTOW is concerned. Especially like if you could find all of Sandman's old catalog, like a lot of his stuff post Sailor Spoon up until about 2019, bangers, because I went back through his whole catalog like a few years ago. This is like when I was listening to Sandman heavy. Like I was like, when it comes to Sandman, I was on it, bro. Like for real. And if you can find all his old stuff that ain't on YouTube no more, you can find all that. I'm telling you, like anything after Sailor Spoon up until about 2019, that is like prime Sandman. Prime Sandman. Like he had videos ready to go like 30 and 45 days ahead of time. And he had a throat surgery he had to go and do, and he couldn't talk, and he had his videos like ready. He was dropping videos literally every day for like 30, 40, for like 4 years. And he was about 30, 45 days ahead. Now he just do memes of the week. Cause really at this point, it ain't nothing new for him to talk about. What is there new for him to talk about? And he done already put his work in. He done already inspired, you know what I'm saying, the next lineup of MGTOW content creators, real MGTOW content creators. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And they getting into a little bit more of the men gaining their own wisdom. And I'm like, and I'm all about that. But yeah, that's my Mount Rushmore. That's the MGTOW white paper, my journey. All put as concise as I could get it in this video. So now, I'm about to toss this tire. I gotta set this up, toss the tire. Let me see. Hold up a second. I'll just put that right there. There we go. Okay. What is that? Yeah. That's good. All right, you see that? Now, when it comes to exercise, I kind of want to get to where I'm at today, where, like, you start out, what I just done, really don't feel like much. What I just did feels like a light day. I'm finna do this one more again. Everything you just saw me do, with the exception of chopping it up on camera, you know. I'm gonna do it with my music in. Might jog up the stairs, maybe 3 flights, I don't know. I don't know yet. I may jog up the second 3 flights. I may do that, jog up the second half. Come up here. It's a 3-circle. Come up here, toss the style one more again, with the music in. Take it on home. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just jog up like the second 3 flights. That might be what I do when I come back. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna walk up the first 3. I'm gonna jog up the second 3. Just to kind of turn it up a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Because this hill was no sweat at all, literally, none. So, you know, it's time to turn it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, I appreciate anybody that made it this far. The video ain't usually this long. If you made it this far, I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you watching. I want you to be inspired. I want you to do. Press forward in the right direction. Take that next right step, do the next right thing, all that old good stuff. And free Rod James. I'll see y'all in the next one real soon. Arrivederci, folks.